This is the third and last salutation, salute to the moon. It's a little bit more involved than the other two. It's really awesome. It gets the blood pumping when you move through it pretty fast. So come on, let's do this. Coming to the top of your mat, we're going to start in Tadasana just like we did with the salutation to the sun. Bringing your hands together in front of your heart center. Let your tailbone drop down to the floor. Find your center, find your grounding. Inhale, reach your hands up. And we're going to take crescent moon to the right side, so lift and lengthen. Exhale, out to the right. Inhale, up to center, lift and lengthen, press through the feet. Exhale, over to the left. Feel that energy through the body. Inhale, lengthen, reach up and back. Now you can step straight out to the side here. If I was standing here because I want to stay on my mat, I just tend to turn to the side of my mat and step out here into what is called as transition pose number 1. Let those feet be a little bit pigeoned. Soften the rib cage down, lengthen the tailbone to the floor, and exhale, hinge from those hips, either reaching for the ground, a prop, a block, or the back of the legs, coming down into a nice wide-legged forward bend. Let the body hang out. Breathe into it. If this is the first one you're doing today, then definitely hang out here a little bit. Find a little looseness. Let those inner thighs roll out. That roll out, stretch out. Bring the hands to the hips. Press and lift through the heart. Sweep those arms up and overhead. Because we have stepped out to the side of our mat, we can now turn our feet to the back of the mat. So I'm turning my left foot to the back of the mat, my right foot comes in a bit, and that allows me to draw my hips, especially this right hip, forward to what is now the front. And as I press into the feet, I draw up through those quads to protect my knees, keeping that sense of Tadasana through my body where my hip points are lifting, my rib cage is a little bit soft, softened down so it's not poking out, I don't have tension in the back. I've just got length and strength through the core of my body. For some of you, bringing that foot in a little bit more will be a little easier. Heel to heel, if that works out for your body. Drawing those hips forward, squaring them up. Lift and lengthen. Hands are overhead at this point. They can be on your hips. They can be anywhere you like that helps you get to the ground. Hinge from those hips, reaching forward. You can reach for your leg, hang here, further down, coming into that pyramid pose. Reaching, reaching, reaching. If you're coming all the way down, line up your breastbone with your inner thigh. Breathe. Keep pressing through the feet and make sure you're drawing out those quads so the knees are nice and protected. Soften that front knee to come back up, transition pose 2, pivoting those feet to the side, and we'll pivot them over to the front of the mat. Draw back through this right hip crease, forward to the through the left. Lift and lengthen through the body, repeating, drawing that energy up through the legs, look for length through the spine, finding where you need to be on blocks on your thigh without pushing, or you can even have your hands behind you in prayer if you want, coming into pyramid pose, drawing energy up so that you're not feeling that pull through the knee area. Extending out, breathe into it, lining up breastbone with inner thigh. Find that breath, let the body stretch out and open up. And soften the front knees, step to the top of your mat, rising up. Exhale, hinge straight back down towards the earth. Right foot is going to step back, drop down the heel. Now we're coming into warrior 1. Draw back through this left hip crease. Arms up or together, whichever feels good for you. Looking for length through the spine or opening up through the heart and lengthening through to the ceiling. Breathing into it. Find that balance, find that security. Think about accessing the strength of your these aren't your quads, your glutes. Hugging those inner thighs in slightly. Try not to let the
ribcage poke out, draw it in, lengthen your tailbone, and think about lifting through those hip points. All of those things will give you that stability to stay here. Exhale, bring the fingertips to the floor, drop the feet together, drop to the toes. Now the weight is on the fingers and the toes. And the fingers can come a little bit more forward if that feels comfortable. Drop your body onto those thighs, building strength into our little modified toe spot. Breathe. Now we're going to step back left foot, warrior one. Come up, find the foundations of your pose, drop into that front knee, keep the weight centered, keep it evenly distributed across the feet, draw back through that right hip crease, hips square out, breathing into it. Soften the ribcage down, drop the tailbone down. Hands together if you want, reaching up if you want, keep that strength through the lower body. Breathe it out, exhale, downward facing dog. Step back. Right leg extends into a dog split. You can play with your dog split here if you want, opening out the hips, or square those hips up, flex through the foot, and work that stretch through that left leg. Release, right leg. Left leg extends, you can point the foot if you want to, open the hip, bend the knee, flex the foot, do what feels good. Play, it's good to play. Release, and we're going to roll into our up dog variation like we had in the earth salute. Bring the body up and through, drop the knees, draw back, toe squat, find that balance. You can always stay in hero's pose if you like, or have the knees down, but if you feel nice and balanced, go ahead, bring those hands up and take 2 to 3 breaths here, softening the ribs down, looking for that length through the spine, looking for that focus. Draw the hands down in front of the heart, rise up, walk towards the top of your mat. 3 steps or 2. Let's repeat it a little quicker this time. Hands together in front of your heart center, tailbone drops to the floor. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, over to the right. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, to the left, crescent moon. Inhaling out. Exhale, step it out. Transition pose 1. Exhale, hinge down, wide-legged forward bend. Inhale, press and rise into your transition pose 2. Turn to the back of the mat. And exhale, hinge towards the floor. Inhale, lift, press strongly through those feet. Turn to your transition pose 2. And open out the hips to the front of the mat. Exhale, hinge down. Inhale, peel the heart up, press through the feet, rise up. Soften and come to the top of the mat. Hands actually don't come down, we come all the way down towards the hands to feet pose. Right foot steps back, warrior 1, reach up. I got excited because I saw the sun coming out outside. Exhale, drop to the fingers and the toes. Step back, left leg, rise up, warrior 1. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts on an inhale. It comes down on an exhale. Left leg lifts on an inhale. And it comes down on an exhale. Roll through as you exhale into your upward facing dog. Drop the knees. Bring your body back to your toe balance. Find that balance. Reach the hands up. Breathe. Bring the hands down in front of the heart and come to standing. Step to the top of the mat to begin again. We're only going to do it that couple of times. Just rewind the video and check it through and have fun with it. You can put any other variations that you like in there. If you enjoyed that, leave a comment down below. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you'd like to see at the Yoga Pantry, and I will do my best to make your wishes come true. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me.